G'day Sean, Kyle here from Adelaide Vehicle Centre, just sitting in that 2012 Ford Falcon Mark II that we spoke about on the phone. You've got a client that's interested in it, so we'll do the video running through the condition of it and the features. So we'll start nice and simple down here in the centre console. So in here you've got your USB input and auxiliary input for your phone. Nice little holder here as well, pretty deep compartment which is handy. 2 cup holders, the ZF transmission, so pretty straightforward. You've actually got sport mode and sequential here, so you can run through the gears. 6-speed, which is great. Really strong car, paired up with the LPG motor, which is great. You've got a 12-volt power outlet under here, or cigarette lighter. Through here you got your button for your interior lights, your traction control button and your door locks. You've got your interior command center, they call it in the Fords, so this runs through all your media functions. So you've got Bluetooth connectivity here, you've got your FM radio, you've got your CD input as well as the USB and auxiliary we mentioned before. Aircon controls, pretty straightforward. You got your fan speed, your temperature, etc. Modes and stuff as well. And then you've got the display up here, so this will say what song or station is on, plus your climate settings as well, which is great. Bluetooth controls on the steering wheel, so you got your phone button here, which is great. In South Australia, it is the only legal way to take a phone call while driving, so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel or anything. It's all connected up wirelessly, which is great. You've got multi-function steering wheel, so you got your volume controls on there as well. And on the right side, you got your cruise control, which is another handy thing to have as well. The buttons here to set it and coast and all that stuff is up here. So you've got standard, you got your wipers and indicators. You actually have auto headlights in the Mark II FGs, which is a great handy thing to have. Never have to touch the headlight switch if you leave it on auto. We've got a trip computer here, so it's left on digital speedometer at the moment, and just above it we can actually flick through, say, distance to empty, average economy and stuff like that. I'm sure you're aware multiple cars have got these days. A couple of other menus through there as well. Now we've got power mirrors and powered windows on this store as well, and great airbag features. So you've got the driver's airbag in the steering wheel, and you got the passenger airbag there, as well as the airbags in each seat. So we'll step outside the car, I'll pop the bonnet, we can see what's going on under there. Just get Jono to show you the seats, and we'll show you the condition. So on this seat there's just minor marking here. Neither of the seats are actually torn or anything like that, and the driver's one is free from any of those marks as well. So we'll run around the outside of the car in a sec. Just pop to show you under here, really neat and tidy. We've got the famous 4-litre under there, obviously. I mentioned to Sean, we've actually got structural guarantees, so we're the only dealer in SA that have a full structural guarantees. We check stuff just like bolt heads under the bonnet, on the guards here, under the bonnet, stuff like that. Just make sure they haven't been tampered with in any way that might reflect the vehicle having been in an accident in the past, as well as a bunch of other stuff as well. Pop this down, real quiet running motor actually. Our front bar seems to be free from any sort of damage or stone chips, which is great to see. Pretty common out here, there's a lot of country roads, you'll see stone chips and stuff like that. This is free from any of that. The tyres are they all have good tread on them, front and rear. The fronts actually have less than the rear, but even still the fronts have got great tread on them. Moving down the side of the car, nothing jumps out to me, no big scratches or anything like that. Roof is fine as well. And moving down to the box, obviously got a heavy interest in the box. Our box itself has got maybe touch-up marks around it. The paint's a little bit different, it's not glossy or anything like that. So, nothing too major though. Pop the lid up. We got the hydraulic arms there as well to hold it up. Really big space here. The alloy laid down for it. Really handy thing to have. You can make great use of it in any way that you need to, really. They're really easy to use as well. So move around the back. Well, on the top here, we've actually got some racks as well, which is good. Got light set up, the rear access for the service box, and under here is say like a ladder tray or something. This is actually super deep. I can't pull it out the whole way where we are right now, but goes the entire length of the tray. Moving around the rest of the car. This side doesn't have the window, which is on the other side. Again, like, paint's not the same as the rest of the car on here, but nothing too major. Just moving down the driver's door. Just try and be as up front as we can. It's previous touch up here, nothing too bad. I think this is just coming off of my finger, so that's fine. And just a quick look around driver's interior as well. So the seat is free from any marks, any tears or anything like that. No wear on the steering wheel, and driver's door and stuff like that. It's all fine as well. Just the final corner. Sweet. So Sean, I hope that gives yourself and your client a better understanding of the condition of our car, the features it's got. You may or may not be familiar with already. Give you a chance to have a look at the video, then we can have a little bit of a chat and see what we can do. Thanks, mate.